Let's discuss question number 46 from test 4. This is from basic manufacturing, turning operation on lathe. Okay, a brass pin of 500 mm length. So length is 500 mm. The dia is 40 mm. The turning time to reduce the pin dia to 40 to 38.8 mm in one pass is required. Okay, so this is initial dia and this is final dia. Okay, and we are asked to find the turning time. The cutting speed is 60 meters per minute and the feed is 0.8 mm per minute. So let's see what happens. So you have the cylinder mounted here and this can rotate as it's fixed on a spindle. This can rotate, and the cutting tool is something like this where you provide the feed to the cutting tool. Okay, and you keep the object on the spindle which has the speed n. So the cutting speed V is nothing but R omega. It's a speed of any point on the cylinder, and cylinder is in fixed axis rotation about the spindle axis. So R omega, which is nothing but we specify in terms of initial diameter, so it is d by 2. Omega is 2 pi n in terms of rpm, so it is pi dn by 60. So cutting speed is given as 60 meters per minute. So by 60 I'm just writing pi. Diameter is initial diameter 40 and you have n by, this is in mm and this is in meters, so let's write 10 power 3 by n by 60. So n is basically 60 into 10 power 3 by 40 pi. So this value, if I calculate, it comes out close to 478 rpm, and so this is my spindle speed in rpm. Now the turning time is basically, I need to cover this entire length, because in one revolution, if I just keep the cutting tool here in one revolution, in one pass, it will reduce the diameter from 40 to 38.1. But now I had to cover for the entire length, and feed is basically the axial, along the axial, how much the cutting tool move, that is 0.8 mm per minute. So the length is basically, so length of the two is given as, length is 500 mm. So length is basically your feet into your number of revolutions rpm into your time. So that is because feed is like at for one revolution. Okay, so this is for one revolution, it takes this much time for one revolution, and this is basically feed per revolution. Okay, so feed is given as 0.8 and the number of revolutions is, just a minute, so this is per revolution, 0.8 per revolutions per minute. Revolutions, basically per revolution it moves 0.8, and speed is 478 revolutions per time. So this is your time. Length is 500 mm and this is point, so time would be in minutes 500.8 into 478. So this value comes out to be 1.31 minute. It will cover the entire pass. So the answer is basically B. Thank you.